Welcome to another video. Today we are playing budget Mermails, and I just wanted to show off how powerful a budget deck could be. We are using only a single UR in this deck list, other than the URs you can get for free, and I'm just going to show off here. We're going first against Despia. We just activated Deep Sea Minstrel, nice little N rarity card here, to take a peek at our opponent's hand. And what we're going to do is take a card that could interact with us. Opponent has an Ash Blossom. That would stop our Deep Sea Diva, that would stop our Dragoons. So let's take away the Ash Blossom from their hand. And now we can do some comboing. Search for the Moon Glacier here. Normal summon heavy infantry just to get a little bit more materials on the field. With a single UR in this deck, you want to make as many materials on the field as possible so you have as many combo opportunities as possible. Prince going to activate. Send Dragoons, add Dragoons. Get ourselves the Abyss Megalo. Special summon using all the water monsters we got in hand. Get ourselves another search. And a search with the Abyss Megalo. Now this is pretty key here. We don't have access to a lot of negates from boss monsters since all the bosses with negates are UR. But we do have Abyss Megalo searching Abyss Scale. Let's make that Moon Glacier. Make our opponent discard 2 cards at random, hitting a Polymerization and the Jester at Despia. Special summon the Cupid Pitch. Cupid Pitch, gonna increase the level. Make a level 7 Psy-Frame Lord Zeta. Nice little R rarity level 7 synchro. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can steal it with Psy-Frame Lord. Take it away for a turn. Stop your opponent from comboing. Get a search for the Creation Resonator. Not able to summon this right now, but we do get a spell negate with the Abyss Scale. And our opponent gets their Ash Blossom back. Now it's too late to use it. Opponent summoning the Springens Kit. Gonna search for Branded Fusion, but Branded Fusion isn't gonna do anything unless they activate another spell first. Abyss Scale gonna negate. And opponent has nothing left. Hand dismantled by the budget Mermails. Alright, let's show you the deck list and then I'll go on to some other games. Did you know you can now join the Sim King channel? It's going to give you access to beautiful sticker perks that you can post on all of my new videos. We got beautiful Frog. We got beautiful Jerry Beans, man. I have made it the lowest price possible. We got $0.99 Canadian dollars a month. That's like Monopoly money. Just join. It's easy. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You don't get any of the stickers, but you do get access to future videos. You'll get notified. All right, let's go. Alright, here you go. Here is the deck list, and the only UR we're running in this list is Neftibus. Now you may be saying, oh, you got other URs in here. They're all URs you can get for free. Ash Blossom you can get from the bundle. Monster Reborn you just get from playing the game regular. You got a single copy of Imperm, which also you can get from a bundle. And our only other UR, single copy of Prince. That's all you really need. Now let's take a look through the full deck list. We got triple Deep Sea Diva, triple Heavy Infantry. We got nice little Creation Resonator, a Abyss Gund, Abyss Dine, 1 Ash Blossom, triple Deep Sea Minstrel. This is only an N, but this card is really strong. 1 copy of Guitar Gurnats. This card is pretty good since we only have 1 Prince. You can have something else to search. We got triple Dragoons, 1 Abyss Pike, a Tenyi Spirit Chthana, a second Tenyi Spirit Chthana, 1 Lapis Dragon, Poseidra, 2 Abyss Megalos, triple Abyss Teus, a single Moon Glacier, Monster Reborn, double Pot Avarice. Lets you recycle all the monsters in your graveyard. Very key when you only have 1 copy of Prince. You shuffle them back, search them again. A single Lightning Storm. You get this from the bundle. Triple Small World. A single Abyss Scale. 2 Evenly Matched. Very nice piece of interaction for only SR. And 1 Imperm in the extra deck. Tatsunoko. Very good. Lets you use synchro materials from the hand. Cupid Pitch. A Deep Sea Repetiteur. Coral Dragon. White Aura Dolphin. Psy-Frame Lord Zeta. The Wind Pegasus Ignister. A White Aura Whale, Ravenous Crocker Dragon. For our level 10, we have Leo Keeper of the Sacred Tree. We got a level 4 Snowdust Giant, a number 37 Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark, Red Eyes Flamingo Dragon as a level 7 Synchro, a Miststar Boy, and a Marinsas Coral Anemone. So that is the full deck list. Now, I will show you some more games. This deck is not the most powerful deck. You could improve this deck significantly by adding in UR level 8 and level 10 synchros in the extra deck especially. So if you have Bron de Fleur, if you have Sword Soul, Cheying, throw those in here because those are really great. I'll show you right here. Alright, so if you're looking to upgrade this deck, Prima Donna, a level 7 UR, Adamantipator Risen Dragite, another really great card. Level 8 UR, Fleur, and Supreme Sovereign, all very excellent. Obviously, more copies of Prince will make this deck better and more consistent. Throw in more copies of Ash Blossom. But yeah, this deck's really good. Definitely able to get you up to the Platinum rank. Probably have a hard time getting from Platinum to Diamond with this, but by the time you get that far, you're going to have enough crafting materials. You could add some cards to this deck. So if you want to just play for fun and play this list, single Prince, and get some wins. Alright, let's show you the rest of the gameplay. Alright, let's go. We got single Imperm, and we're going to use heavy infantry with the Deep Sea Diva. You always got to hope your opponent doesn't have Ash and they don't have Maxi. Without multiple copies of Ash Blossom yourself, Maxi is usually going to result in a game loss. But you know what? That's just how it be. With the nice little Deep Sea Minstrel, usually you can take a peek, steal an Ash Blossom. Our opponent has a very interesting hand here. Scare Claws, but maybe a bit clunky. They got Right Arrow's Mirror and a Destiny Hero Denier in hand. We make our opponent discard those. They are going to be running out of action. Let's search for the Poseidra. Synchro Summon Tatsunoko. Summon the Millen Glacier, make our opponent discard 2. Hit that right and the Denier. And then use 2 cards from the field and 1 from hand to make the Ravenous Crocodragon. Crocodragon going to draw us a card and will let us pop. And not only will it let us pop 2, but since we have a heavy infantry in hand, when we discard with Crocodragon, we actually get a second pop with the heavy. So if our opponent has 2 face-up cards on the field, we'll activate discard, pop 2 face-up cards. Not terrible. And we even got Imperm. Opponent summoning the Acro to get Lightheart, and this is going to search their field spell. We don't want that, so let's negate the search. We managed to discard the Denier as well, so opponent's not going to have access to DPE. And opponent, realizing they're out of action, maybe seeing the Ravenous Crocodragon, they are going to concede. So there you go, another great victory for Budget Mermails. Let's go on to the next game. Now, making your opponent discard 2 cards is definitely the best thing you can do with this deck. But sometimes you're going second, sometimes you got a bit of a grindier game. Let's get going. Normal summon the Abyss Pike. Now, we really don't have any combos going on right now. Our opponent's going to Sky Striker and Mecha. Alright, we're negated. Not doing anything. We got a 1600 beat stick. Let's get in there with some damage. After equipping the Abyss Scale, it's going to give us a spell negate since we're playing against Sky Strikers. Sky Strikers has a lot of spells. Hopefully, our 1 copy of Abyss Scale can hold them off. Opponent choosing to negate our heavy infantry for no reason. He wasn't going to activate. Let's get in there for 2400. Opponent setting a card. No other plays. Let's normal summon Deep Sea Minstrel. Opponent going for the Maxi. We are not summoning anything, opponent. We're in aggro mode. Beatdown. We're not going to give you a single card here. We're even going to hold on to this Ash Blossom. If we synchro, we give up our Abyss Skill. Not going to do that. And opponent, no other action. Can't handle normal summon attack. Alright, you know what? Sometimes you cheese out some wins when you're playing with a budget deck. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright. Let's go. Our opponent's going first. We haven't evenly matched here. Opponent is playing Runix. Activating Allure and freezing Curses to special summon the Hugin. Now, evenly matched does not care about Hugin since it banishes from the field. Hugin cannot protect. Opponent adding a second copy of the Fountain Hand. And they're going to start banishing stuff. Again, a Slumber. And they're going to draw here. Activate to draw. Now, Runix usually leave their cards in hand. So, evenly matched, not as great, but it will be able to get rid of the Allure and the Hugin. Probably opponent will keep the Fountain and nothing else. Opponent sat 1 back row. Let's not mess around. Go straight to the battle phase. And the battle phase activating evenly matched. An opponent, interestingly, only keeping this 1 face down back row. Now, we know they searched for a second copy of the field spell. So, maybe that's why they were willing to give it up. But now they can't interact with us generally. Other than with this Forbidden Droplet, although they sent another card from their hand to the graveyard, Monster Gate, meaning their last card in hand is the Runic Field Spell. Deep Sea Diva negated, but we still got action. Let's activate Abyss Teus. search for, there we go, search for the Abyss Gun, and Abyss Megalo gonna special summon itself, search for a spell negate, and special summon from the effect of Abyss Gun, and opponent is done. They're out of here, not willing to play through it. Alright, well there you go, that's how you take apart Runics. Going second with Mermails. Well, let's go on to the next game. Alright, very interesting but clunky hand here. Let's start with Abyss Teos. Discarding kind of useless Lapis Dragon. Search for Abyss Gun. Normal summon the Resonator. Resonator gonna let us make Leo our budget level 10. Now Baron de Fleur, much better than this. So if you got Baron, definitely use that instead. Let's special summon the Teos, discarding that gun we searched for to special summon the other Teos from the graveyard. Now we make a level 7. Making that Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Gonna burn our opponent for 500 every time they activate a card. Let's pass the opponent here. Leo cannot be targeted, except during our main phase 2, although a lot of effects don't target now. Opponent, passing, not willing to play into the Flare Metal Dragon maybe? And seeing a monster reborn, they're going to concede. Alright, you know what? Was that a great game? I don't think so. Opponent did literally nothing and conceded to Red Eyes Metal Flare Dragon. But you know what? When you're playing a budget deck, you're going to take all the wins you can get. Alright, let's go back, talk about the deck, talk about upgrades, and go from there. Alright, so had a lot of fun playing with this deck, although the games are very difficult. Without the extremely solid lock pieces like Baron de Fleur, you're really going to struggle in a lot of games where you can make your opponent discard, set up a board, but your synchros are weak. So it is fun to get wins. You still can do the Moulin Glacier combo. You saw me pull it off a couple times, making your opponent discard, tearing apart their hand. That sort of gameplay is pretty fun. So if you enjoy the budget version of this deck, definitely think about upgrading it. Throw in just a single Baron will make the deck like 1,000 times better, because pretty consistently you can use a Tatsunoko from Diva and Prince to make a level 10 Baron. We got Small World. Small World really good in this budget list because there's so many Small World bridges, especially the Tenyi Spirit Shathana. Shathana is like the bridge between everything because it's worm type level 4. Most of the monsters you want to search for are level 7 or level 2. So Shathana basically the bridge to everything, being a worm. So yeah, there you go. Hope you liked the video. Hope you like the budget deck list. I have non-budget versions of this deck on my channel. I'll probably play a non-budget version again soon. So if you enjoy that, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Have a good night.